So today I'm going to be talking to you about 10 concerning things in Dragon Dogma 2 that are coming up or are going to be the 10 most happy things that you want to hear about in the game. I had to dig very deep today and find out more information about the game. So much has come out, but not everything is very concrete. And we're going to be diving deep, guys, today on pawns, armor, performance of the game, transmog, difficulty of the game. So all of these items that I'm going to be talking to you have been confirmed by the developers when the game releases. So you may want to stay tuned and see what I got to talk about. So if you like how that sounds, a like is appreciated. Also, consider subscribing to the channel for even more Dragon's Dogma 2. I'm telling you, Dragon Dogma 2 is going to be one animal on its own. This game is going to be huge. Other than that, here are 10 things that are going to be surprising to you. So let me know in the comments if any of these things that I'm about to talk to you about are even new to you. So the first one is going to be about the frame rate of the game. Is it going to be 60 frames per second in consoles? That's what everybody mainly speaks about when you are talking about a console. Is it going to be 60? So per the developer, Itsuno, he has said that this is going to be a 30 frame per second or above on consoles, meaning probably maybe your PlayStation 5 will go higher than 30. Who knows? It hasn't been really confirmed by the developer. So at the same time, it's very concerning. But if you don't care about 60 frames or just care about 30, then you should be a-okay. Now, one of the things that has me very intrigued is about what happens if I choose a different character or I go with a human or a beast strand. What actually is going to happen during the story? Is it going to change? Well, per the developer, this is not going to change in the story. So if you're expecting to choose being a human and wanting a different ending, this is not going to happen. It's going to be the same story as you are playing with either a human, and I hope I say this correctly, a beast strand. So it doesn't matter. What's going to change is how the pawns are going to react towards you. So if you are a human, they're going to be, in a way, chatting with you in a different way. So that is going to be the only difference. On top of this, it has also been confirmed that we're only going to get one save slot in the games. The next point is going to be very important for a lot of you, and this is going to be about how the exploration of the game, the open world. One of the things that has a lot of gamers concerned in a lot of RPG, especially open world games, is that it becomes very boring when you're playing. Is this going to be a game like other RPG games that you have a huge open world, such as, we're going to say it, and it has to be Starfield is one of the most boring games that you have to play because there's not much. Sometimes you can go for hours without fighting, which I personally think it's boring. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. So Dragon Dogma 2, it's not that type of game. You're going to be seeing a lot of action, and that is why the developers have emphasized that you're going to be going on foot. The limitation on where you can have fast travel points is going to be limited. They have built a game that in every single corner, you're going to see different actions. You're either going to see mobs of different enemies. You're going to be stepping on a trap that is going to attract enemies. You're going to be hidden, or you're going to be blindsided by a bunch of other enemies. So this game has a lot of surprises along the way. And with the exploration comes a open door. You're going to be able to explore whatever you want. You're going to be able to chat to anyone. So if someone's having a conversation and you want to interact with them, you're going to be able to, and that is going to open another different quest during the game. So in another fun aspect of it during the exploration is going to be when you are interacting with your pawns. Your pawns, other than helping you fight, they're going to help you locate secret items, secret chest locations. There could be a possible way that they're going to say, and they're going to tell you, hey, I know where there is a chest and I can guide you where you can go. You just tell it, hey, just take me there. And then you're going to be able to find that secret chest. And that is what makes this Dragon Dogma 2 very special because there is going to be a lot of surprises that you don't know and that you might miss out. And that is why this exploration is for those players that want to explore and don't mind going to it in another game plus and in another game plus. And that also is my next point. It has been confirmed by the developers that we are getting a game plus. And even though they didn't say, yes, you are getting a new game plus, but it was asked to them if we're getting a new game plus based on the first game. And he just pretty much just laughed, and we could take that, right, with a little grain of salt as a confirmation. Another confirmation that we're getting is the 10 different vocations that we are going to be able to use. You're going to start off with 4, and then you're going to go into the advanced, which gives you 2. And then you have the hybrid classes, which is going to be 4. Overall, giving you 10 different vocations that you're going to be able to use. The big question, and one of them that I saw everywhere on the internet, I don't know, I'm just a little exaggerating here, but of course, is going to be, will there be transmog options? And per the developers, they pretty much said no, there's not going to be transmog options, but we have set a way of that is going to make the game is going to give you different options of how you're going to be able to look. As you have seen in different gameplay situations, you're able to see that the sorcerer now is able to wear an armor instead of such as like a mage suit. So that is different options that the game is going to give you as you are progressing to the game. One thing though that they did mention was that they were very conscious about the different type of high level armors that you're going to be able to get during the game. Another item that wasn't very clear was, does the body type that you choose in the game, is it going to physically affect you in any way when you're playing the game? A lot of speculations were thrown out there. If I'm tall, will I be able to go in a small location? Or if I'm small, will I be able to reach a certain location? And per the developers have said that that is not the type of limitation that you're going to see in the game. What you are going to be able to see is in regards to the body type, is how much you can carry, how fast you can run, and also where you can reach. So meaning, if you are a tall player, you're going to be able to run maybe a little faster. If you are a much bigger player, you're going to be able to carry more items. So in other words, if you're small, you're going to be really fast, but you're not going to be able to carry a lot of items, which I think is really cool that they're giving you that option as you are able to create your own character during the character creation part of it. Big question is there going to be an offline mode? And a lot of you have asked that question, and developers say, yes, there is an offline mode. However, you will need to go online if you want to pick up any other pawns from other players. And that is going to be the only way you're going to be interacting with other players. It's by getting or recruiting other pawns that you're going to be able to hire into your own team. Other than that, you are not going to need an online mode. You can play this game offline and you should be a-okay. Now and then, with different games that love microtransactions, big question is, will there be microtransactions in Dragon's Dogma 2? Developers said no, there isn't any microtransactions. But what we're going to have is DLCs that you're going to be able to purchase, and that is the least thing you're going to be able to see in the game. And the last thing is going to be how hard, how difficult, how challenging is this going to be? A lot of you are probably going to be picking this game up if you played the first one. A lot of you are going to be picking up this game if you played Elden Ring and probably other RPG type of games. So how is this game measured? I would put it like this. This game is in between a Final Fantasy game and a Souls game. I would put Dragon's Dogma 2 right in the middle. There is going to be a difficulty level. However, you have the different pawns that are going to make life a little bit easy. So you're going to have different pawns helping you fight, and at the same time, it has a combat style that is going to be very fast. You're going to have different options. You could be a mage, you could be a warrior, you could be an archer. You have all the options that make this RPG game one of the most fun games for 2024. Now, big question, will it be the game of the year? Well, that all depends on you guys. If you buy the game and if you like the game. So we'll know once the game releases this month on the 22nd. So I hope this video was very informative. If it did, a like is appreciated. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for even more Dragon's Dogma 2.